This is next IS test number 19. The syllabus for this test is History of India and the Indian National Movement, which means that modern Indian history. Then you have ancient and medieval history, and then art and culture. So entire history part is covered uh, into this very test. So let us start. Okay, so we'll discuss one by one. Okay, so questions are basically provided in the both languages, Hindi and English, but we are going to just solve in English only. Okay, so let us see the first question. So the first question is that in the context of Indian history, which of the following to a written payment order? Refer to a written payment order and could be carried across political boundaries, thereby enabling transactions without the physical transfer of currency. So, in the context of Indian history, which of the following refer to a written payment order? So, a written payment order that could be carried across political boundaries, thereby enabling transactions without transfer of physical currency. Okay, it means that there used to be some kind of payment system where you don't need to provide the physical transfer of currency. So that sort of the token kind of system was also prevalent in the ancient history. Okay, ancient or the medieval time, but in the ancient history, I think in the ancient time particularly, so it was Carthage, not it was not Carthage. Carthage was the permit system. Okay, permit system was introduced by the Portuguese. Okay, in India. Okay, so it was particularly with respect to the uh, navy. Okay, navy and Dastak was a kind of farman. Okay, a kind of a proclamation of the of king, allowing some kind of activity or some kind of exemptions to someone. Okay, so this is wrong. So C and D is wrong, and Dandini it is also wrong. So Hundi is the correct answer. Hundi was a kind of a token that was used to carry out a trade. Okay, so that is the first thing is the correct. With reference to the culture history of India, consider the following statements. With reference to the culture history of India, consider the following statements. Dipa Vamsa and Mahavamsa are Buddhist literature written in Pali language. Dipvamsa and Mahavamsa are the Buddhist literature written in Pali language. Dipvamsa describes the advent of Buddhism in Sri Lanka. See, I don't know this question, so we'll leave this question. Okay, now next question. Question 3. With reference to Astha Pradhan Mandala of Shivaji, Astha Pradhan Mandala of Shivaji, consider the following pairs. So, member and their role. Amatya was the head of the religious affair. Sumant was the head of the Chief Justice. Sachiv Pradhan Mantri Intelligence Minister. I don't know, so leave this question. Uh, Now next question is Anantavarman, who built the Purushottam Jagannatha temple at Puri, belonged to which of the following dynasty? So, Anantavarman, who built the Purushottam Jagannath temple at Puri, belonged to which dynasty? Bhoi dynasty, no. Chalukya dynasty, no. Somavanshi dynasty, don't know. So, I don't have any idea. So, leave this question also. Now let's go to the next question, which is question number 5. With reference to Amar Naika of the Vijayanagar Empire, Amar Naika of the Vijayanagar Empire, consider the following statements. Amar Naikas were military commanders who were given territories to govern by the area. I don't know Amar Naika. I don't know. So we'll leave this question. Now question number 6. Let us see the question number 6. Just a minute. Yes. Question number 6. Who among the following is the author of the works The Law and the Lawyers, The Evil and the Wrought by English Medium, and The Voice of Truth? The Evil and Wrought by the English Medium and The Voice of Truth. Rabindranath Tagore, no. Mahatma Gandhi, no. Bal Gangadhar Tilak, no. Jawaharlal Nehru, don't know. So I also don't know. So we'll leave this question, but probably I can answer. I think maybe Mahatma Gandhi or maybe Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Okay, so we'll leave this question. So this is the first question out of six question we have attempted so far, which is from modern Indian history. Question number seven. With reference to culture history of India, consider the following temples. Which of the above temples were built during the reign of Krishna Devaraya of Vijayanagar dynasty? So Krishna Devaraya I don't know. So leave this question. Question number eight. With reference to the early satyagraha led by Mahatma Gandhi in India. So early satyagraha was the satyagraha was what? So satyagraha was a kind of method of opposition to the British rule adopted by or developed by the Mahatma Gandhi, in which he instructed people that they should follow non-violence and be truthful to everyone. Okay, so satyagraha. So you are requesting for the satya, which means truth. Okay, so the first satyagraha was Champaran Satyagraha in 1917. Okay, so Mahatma Gandhi's hunger strike at Ahmedabad in 1980 supported mill workers in securing better wages and working conditions. First, now, second, the Khera Satyagraha was launched against the exploitation of indigo cultivation and Katia. No, this is wrong because this was not in Khera, but this was in 1917 in Champaran. So two is wrong. So we'll eliminate if we remove the statement number two, which is here, which is also here in A, then A and D has gone. So we are left with two options. Okay. Now, see, third statement. The Rowlatt Act was directed against a British law that permitted detention the directed against a British law uh, that permitted detention without trial and curtains civil. This is also right. Okay, now let us consider statement number one once again. It is that Mahatma Gandhi's hunger strike at Ahmedabad in 1980 supported mill workers in Yes, this is right. So one and three statement are right, and three and two is not right. So one and three. So C is the correct answer. Okay, now let us consider the question number nine. With reference to the Government of India, with reference to the Government of India Act 1919, with reference to the Government of India Act 1919, consider the following statements. It established a bicameral legislature at the central and provincial level. Yes, this is right. It has indeed established a bicameral legislature at the central and provincial level. So this is correct. The central legislature had a majority of directly elected members. No, I think this is wrong. Okay, not majority of directly elected member. Under the system hierarchy, minister administering the transfer subject were responsible to the lesser. I think this is correct. One and three is correct, but I don't know about statement number two. Central legislature had a majority of directly elected members. I think it should. So we don't know about statement number two. However, we do know that this is correct. One and three is correct. So one and three. So C and A has been removed. Sorry, not B, but option number C and A has been removed. So we are left with option number B and D. Okay. Now let us see next question. Question number 10. With reference to Royal Indian Navy RIN movement of mutiny of 1916, consider the mutiny began as Talwar in Bombay and was triggered by racial discrimination, poor service conditions faced by Indian ratings. The mutiny remained confined only to the naval state and did not receive any support from civilians or nationalist groups. This is wrong. So option number B is wrong. The pricing accelerator British considered for and transform. This is correct. So two is wrong. Two is wrong. Three is correct, and one is also correct. So one and three. Now let us see question number 11. With reference to the non-cooperation and Khilafat movement, consider that the Muslims started the Khilafat in India for restoration of Caliphate in Turkey. Correct. Mahatma Gandhi was the president of India Khilafat Committee. I don't know, so we'll leave this question. So we'll stop here. Let us see the answers. Okay. So let us see question number one. So this is correct. So we have correct answer. Okay, we got it correct. To CA.